This video is sponsored by Surfshark. If you want to learn more about safer internet browsing, then I would consider staying till the end of the video. Thanks. Hey yo, what's going on my kings and queens? So a millennia ago, I uploaded a video ranking the many forms of Buu, and while researching for this, it made me realize that the scaling in the Buu saga is a lot more complex than we previously thought. This opened up another discussion regarding the power of the Z fighters because barring Vegito, there is a debate on who truly is number one. For decades, the most common assertion has been that Ultimate Gohan is the strongest unfused character in the series, followed by Gotenks and then Goku. But what if I told you that there is actually a really good amount of evidence out there that backs up the notion that Goku is quite comparable to Gohan and might have actually surpassed him as well? Some of you might be like, what? No, there's no fucking way. Now, to better facilitate the understanding of this video, I would highly suggest that you go watch the Majin Buu one because I go over a lot of material that goes beyond the anime and the manga alike. First, we'll cover the power progression between Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and Gotenks. We'll also analyze how the anime and the manga interpret the characters' powers differently, and finally, we'll analyze the guides and other outside information to come to a conclusion. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. After training hard in the afterlife, Goku was able to unlock Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3, and at this point, Goku's base form was well beyond Gohan and Vegeta's, which made Vegeta doubt his training, and it pushed him inadvertently into having his evil heart manipulated in order to unlock more power beyond his limits. Now, a common misconception is that Vegeta hadn't unlocked Super Saiyan 2 prior to Bobity's mind control, but a guide confirms that he in fact did. The main issue was that his base form was still inferior to Goku's, and it wasn't until he received this boost from Bobity that him and Goku became equal as Super Saiyan 2s. And their battle was so intense that it basically woke up Fat Buu, so good going guys. Fat Buu was such a powerhouse that not even 3 Super Saiyan 2s of the time would have been able to defeat him, as stated by Piccolo. Yet a suppressed Super Saiyan 3 Goku handled himself pretty well, and even admitted to Vegeta later on that he could have beaten him all along. This is really important because teamwork is a lot more effective than fighting alone. A good example of this is when Goku and Vegeta faced off against Jiren in the manga and in the anime. Belmont even mentions that 2 fighters teaming up is more effective because the sum of the parts becomes greater than the whole. The point is that Super Saiyan 3 Goku, even while holding back, surpasses the efforts of 3 Super Saiyan 2s fighting together. Goku then teaches the fusion dance to Goten and Trunks and implies multiple times that the kids as Super Saiyans should be able to defeat Fat Buu. However, it isn't until the kids train in the hyperbolic time chamber that they are in that territory. This is further backed up by the Daizenshu, which says that once Gotenks finishes training in the Room of Spirit and Time, that he surpassed Vegeta and the others. Notice that this does not state Goku, and others is really vague after all. In fact, within the anime and the manga, it is never stated outright that Gotenks surpassed Goku's power, and you can go check this out yourself, but it is implied that he is more powerful going by his performance against Super Buu. Prior to Super Buu and Gotenks' battle, Gohan trains with the Z-Sword, which is a boost that some tend to overlook. Although Gohan didn't get like an astronomical boost like with Ultimate Potential, he is implied to have received a gain of some sorts. Goku and the Supreme Kai acknowledge and imply that he got better, but Goku doubted that it made him better than Buu. Additionally, El Manga Legendario, a Spanish guide, states that training with the Z-Sword permitted Gohan to unlock some greater power. We see Gohan learn to wield the sword properly and with hyper efficiency at that in a short period of time. He does seem to struggle lifting and handling it in both his base and Super Saiyan forms at first, but then once he gets the hang of it, he is able to handle it pretty well in base alone. Oh yeah, plus future Trunks is implied to have gotten a power boost after training with the Z-Sword, as we see in the Dragon Ball Super manga. Once Gohan undergoes the extensive ritual with the Elder Kai, he blows Goku away with his massive power boost. Once again though, it is never outright stated that Gohan surpassed Goku's power. If anything, there's implications and evidence that point towards Goku and Gohan being quite comparable to each other. When Gohan arrives to deal with Super Buu, Piccolo senses his energy and actually confuses Gohan with Goku. On top of that, a V-Jump guide stated that after absorbing Gohan, Super Buu gained power that was on par with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, I already know what you guys are thinking, but Goku said that he and Vegeta could not beat Super Buu. What's up with that? This is true, however, it is contradicted by Goku's battle with Kid Buu afterwards. Even without using guides, Kid Buu is already implied within the manga to be stronger than Super Buu because of these factors. 1. Upon transforming into Buff Buu, Goku and Vegeta state that his power increased, but afterwards don't mention anything about the Ki rising or dropping once he turns into Kid Buu. 2. Although I forgot to cover this in my Buu video, it is revealed in the Dragon Ball Super manga in the Moro arc that once Kid Buu split from Good Buu, that the remains of the Grand Supreme Kai's God Ki were transferred over into Kid Buu. Now, it is unknown if Kid Buu was actively using this ki or if he got like a power boost from it, but he was still so powerful regardless that even after gathering all the energy from Gohan and the others to form the Spirit Bomb, Goku doubted that it could finish the job. Remember, the Genki component of ki is exponential to a huge degree, since the energy of trillions of humanoids made a huge difference and was enough to kill Kid Buu, despite all of them being heavily inferior to the Z fighters. Additionally, Goku and Vegeta both stated that Kid Buu was more powerful than they imagined, essentially disproving the notion that Kid Buu was more manageable or was weaker than Super Buu. Goku very clearly goes toe-to-toe with Kid Buu and is even referenced in several guides that he was on par with him initially until he started losing stamina. The Daizenshu even says that a full power Super Saiyan 3 could not defeat Kid Buu, but we do have to keep in mind that Goku wasn't used to using the form while he was alive. The Dragon Ball Forever guide, which is essentially a compilation of the Daizenshu, does state that Super Saiyan 3 Goku fought a powered-up Buu. Now, this is certainly more within narrative territory and isn't hard power scaling, but there are statements within the series and from Akira Toriyama himself that back up the notion that Goku was the strongest fighter at the end of the Buu saga. For one, Vegeta admits that Goku was number 1, and he even stated during Dragon Ball Super that after Goku defeated Buu that he became the undisputed best fighter in the universe. The Daizenshu states that Goku's feelings were only understood by his fellow strongest, being Buu, and Akira Toriyama himself also stated that Goku was the strongest in the universe. And yeah, death of the author can apply in this case, which essentially means that the author's interpretation does not hold any more weight or, does not overwrite the audience's own interpretation of the story and how the scaling goes. But it doesn't really matter because there's other evidence within and outside of the series that backs this notion up. A thing that people seem to overlook is that during this entire arc, Goku not only lies about his power, but also about not being able to defeat Buu, but he makes his intentions very clear at the end that he wanted the next generation to take care of business. And well, we saw how that turned out. Although it isn't as clear in the manga as to who is the strongest fighter, the anime 100% confirms that Goku was undoubtedly superior to Gohan and Gotenks. No cap. It is stated numerous times by the narrator, Vegeta, Goku, and the Kaioshin that Kid Buu was the strongest and most difficult of all of the Buus. Goku even remarks to Vegeta that he is stronger than anyone else he had ever fought before, including Buuhan. The Dragon Box guide, which is official to the anime, further cements this notion by stating that Kid Buu was the strongest out of all of the Buus. Now, this might not make much sense, it didn't really to me, but if you analyze Goku's progression throughout the saga, it's not as ridiculous. Goku is very clearly involved in multiple anime-only battles, such as when he fights off against Super Buu in his body, claiming that he could kill him as just a Super Saiyan. Even without turning into a Super Saiyan 3, Goku is able to hold his own against a copy of Ultimate Gohan, who is stated in the Daizenshu and in the anime to be equal to the real thing. Now here is where it gets really spicy, because the Dragon Box guide also states that Vegeta got a power-up after returning back to life, somehow. The anime doesn't really give a shit about what it was written, they just basically do their own thing. And by extension, this would mean that Goku would have also gotten a power-up once the Elder Kai gave his life to him. And this, in conjunction with the battles that Goku took part in the manga, it actually makes sense as to why he got that powerful. One of the common quote-unquote counter-arguments is that people seem to think that Zenkais only really work after recovering from near death, but Vegeta has stated all the way back in Z that Saiyans get stronger the more they fight and the stronger the opponent is. And if anything, there's proof that recovering from death doesn't guarantee a Zenkai, since after getting healed by Dende in his battle against Gotenks, Gohan didn't get any stronger, which is noted by Buu. Dragon Ball Super further backs up that Zenkais can occur in the middle of battles, such as when Trunks and the others fight Goku Black, and when Vegeta and Goku face off against Jiren. Regardless, the anime and the manga, in addition to the guidebooks, give plenty of information that proves that Goku is not as overshadowed by Gohan and Gotenks as we once thought, and is actually quite comparable to them and is far stronger going by the anime. Another thing that people seem to miss is that Goku never really got to use the full potential of Super Saiyan 3 because he had never really used the form while he was alive, and while you're alive, it drains a lot more energy than normal, so Goku couldn't maintain the form for long, and this is why he might have seemed a lot more underwhelming in comparison to Gohan and Gotenks. But anyways, what do you guys think? Has your perspective changed whatsoever, or do you still view the Buu saga under the same light? Please let me know if you enjoyed the video, and I'd like to thank you all so much for helping me reach 100,000 subscribers. That is a crazy goal. Never really thought I was gonna make it here, but here we are. And I know I said I was gonna have the Godzilla video out soon, and I came short once again, and I'm sorry for that, but I will for real have it out this month. And with all this stuff going on, please be sure to stay safe. Speaking of staying safe, why not apply that as well to your internet browsing? With Surfshark VPN, you are able to surf the web with a barrier that not only hides your IP address, but it also helps block detrimental malware, spam, and overall gives you a more secure online experience. Personally, I've used Surfshark to access websites and material that is otherwise blocked or limited in my country. So, for example, I've used it to watch shows on Netflix that are not available in the States. The app has helped me avoid ads and targeted marketing that honestly gets pretty annoying and can slow down your connection. If you want to amp up your internet experience and privacy without burning a hole in your wallet, then feel free to sign up for Surfshark and use my promo code CHUCK to save 83% off on your purchase in addition to receiving a free month. So yeah, please be sure to check out this service, and I hope that you will find it useful. Thanks a lot to Surfshark as well for sponsoring this video, and if you're still here, I greatly appreciate you, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of a secret, okay, between you and I'm gonna make a Doom Guy video. Alright, cool. Alright, don't tell anyone. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you thoughties next time. Peace out.